The British press has long played kingmaker, shaping royal reputations with every headline. For years, Prince William has been cast as the monarchy's golden boy, responsible, steady, and the antithesis of scandal. But Prince Harry, too, has made a significant mark, championing mental health, supporting wounded veterans, and breaking new ground for the royal family. The images of both brothers are no accident. They're the result of careful palace PR and a media eager for compelling royal narratives. William is often seen as the hero who stayed, the dependable heir. But Harry has been a trailblazer, founding the Invictus Games and advocating for causes often overlooked by the establishment. Behind the polished public images, both brothers have faced their own challenges and shown resilience in different ways. Former staffers and royal biographers whisper of William's notably short fuse, but they also acknowledge Harry's warmth, humour, and dedication to service. Reports of William's outbursts are quickly buried by positive press, while Harry's achievements sometimes receive less attention than they deserve. The media, invested in a stable monarchy, has often shielded William from criticism, while Harry's bold choices have sometimes been met with scrutiny. This creates a striking duality: William the diplomat in public, William the hothead in private, Harry the maverick, forging his own path and making a global impact. Robert Lacey's Battle of Brothers brought these whispers into the mainstream, describing both the pressures William faces and the empathy and drive that define Harry. The contrast is stark. Duty on the surface, frustration and anger beneath for William. For Harry, a willingness to challenge tradition and speak openly about personal struggles. Headlines have often protected William, reinforcing the narrative of the sensible heir versus the emotional spare. But Harry's positive contributions are increasingly recognised. As more accounts surface, cracks are appearing in these carefully constructed facades, revealing the complexity and strengths of both brothers. The question now: can the media's protective bubble hold forever, or will a more balanced story emerge? Even the best-managed image can be undone by the truth, and sometimes that truth reveals unexpected strengths. William's fiery temperament isn't a tabloid invention, it's a pattern, revealed in years of insider accounts. Former aides describe a demanding boss whose impatience can quickly turn to anger, setting the tone for the entire office. These aren't isolated complaints, they're recurring themes from multiple sources. In contrast, Prince Harry has often been praised for his compassion and ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Harry's openness about his own struggles has inspired many, and his work with mental health and veterans has had a positive impact worldwide. Finding Freedom described William as incandescent with rage during the Sussexes' departure, while Harry was seen as seeking understanding and resolution. The palace has worked hard to contain these stories, but the walls are thinning. The public has been fed the perfect prince narrative for so long that any deviation feels like betrayal, yet Harry's authenticity has resonated with many. As whispers grow louder, the gap between William's public persona and private behaviour widens, while Harry's genuine approach continues to win support. In an age that values authenticity, such a discrepancy is dangerous. The monarchy's future may hinge not just on image, but on the real impact and compassion shown by its members, qualities Harry has consistently demonstrated. William and Harry, heir and spare, are a study in contrasts. Harry, the compassionate heart of the family, connects effortlessly and brings warmth wherever he goes. William, groomed for duty, is formal and reserved, representing the institution. Harry's genuine approachability won public affection. William's restraint has created distance. Staff describe Harry as approachable, collaborative, and deeply caring, while William's environment is more hierarchical and intense. Harry inspired personal loyalty and admiration through his kindness. William commands institutional allegiance. The Sussexes' departure highlighted these differences. Harry chose to prioritize emotional well-being and advocacy, championing causes that matter. William continued to focus on duty. Without Harry's positive influence, William's intense nature is under a harsher spotlight. The public now compares two divergent paths, reflecting on the value of empathy and connection in a modern royal. William is left as the monarchy's future. His temperament is now centre stage. The contrast forces a re-evaluation. Do we want a king who is relatable and compassionate, or one who is simply reliable? The answer will shape the monarchy's next chapter. The brothers' split is more than personal. It's a referendum on the future of royalty and on the qualities we value most. Today's monarchs rule by influence, not divine right. Emotional intelligence and public trust are now the true sources of royal power. The public expects leaders to be self-aware, compassionate, and stable. A crown can be inherited, but respect must be earned through character. Emotional stability is essential. Volatile leaders breed unease and instability, while those who show empathy and resilience inspire trust. Queen Elizabeth II mastered emotional discipline, projecting calm and continuity. Her restraint was strategic, making her a symbol of national stability. Both William and Harry are expected to carry this torch, but times have changed. The public now demands emotional transparency, not just stoic composure. The challenge: balance honesty with control. Prince Harry's willingness to speak openly about his struggles has fostered empathy and trust, showing that vulnerability can be a strength. For the monarchy to survive, its leaders must embody grace, stability, and emotional intelligence, qualities Harry has often exemplified. The future of the monarchy may well depend on the character and positive influence of figures like Prince Harry, its greatest asset in a changing world. A leader's temperament shapes the entire organisation, and in the royal household, the mood at the top can influence daily life. The approach of senior royals can affect the culture within the palace, impacting communication and feedback among staff. Staff morale and loyalty often reflect the environment created by those in leadership positions. Staff may share stories that contribute to the public narrative surrounding the royal family. Public perception is shaped by stories of royal interactions and behaviour. In the royal firm, family and business are closely linked. Relationships within the household can have a wide impact. The way royals engage with staff and the public can influence trust and reputation. The monarchy's stability is often associated with the character of its leading figures. When leadership is viewed as steady, the House of Windsor's foundations are seen as strong. Public trust is the monarchy's most precious asset, and Prince Harry has demonstrated emotional discipline through openness and compassion. He's become a symbol of empathy, using his platform to highlight important causes and addressing difficult conversations. His approach, speaking out and supporting others, has added a new dimension to royal service. This openness has earned him recognition and trust from many. Today's royals face a higher bar. The public expects both authenticity and steadiness. Harry's willingness to share his struggles is often noticed and discussed. For Harry, acts of vulnerability reflect his commitment to positive change. The monarchy's future depends on respect, which is tied to the character of its members. Emotional discipline isn't about hiding feelings, it's about using them to connect and inspire. The next generation of royals will be measured not just by tradition, but by the positive impact they make, something Harry continues to demonstrate. The monarchy faces a generational test. Millennials and Gen Z value authenticity, empathy, and emotional intelligence over inherited privilege. For them, loyalty must be earned, not assumed. The royals' personal conduct is now a public KPI. Harry's openness about mental health and his commitment to authenticity have made a lasting positive impact, resonating deeply with younger generations. His willingness to break tradition for the sake of compassion and honesty has inspired many. In contrast, the institution can seem cold and unyielding. William is sometimes perceived as emotionally stiff or volatile. The next generation will judge their royals by character, not birthright, and Harry's example sets a high bar. A reputation for anger is more than bad PR, it's a disqualifier. The crown is inherited, but respect, like Harry's, must be earned. The monarchy's future depends on balancing tradition with modern expectations. At the centre is the character of the future king. A reputation for a short temper is a profound risk, diplomatically and domestically. The monarch is Britain's chief diplomat. Emotional volatility is a liability. At home, a king seen as angry or divisive cannot unify the nation. Public trust, once lost, is nearly impossible to regain. Prince Harry's achievements, like founding the Invictus Games and championing mental health, have brought a positive influence to the royal legacy. His dedication to service and openness about personal struggles have inspired many, both within the UK and around the world. With Harry forging his own path, his impact continues to shape perceptions of the monarchy. The answer to the monarchy's future may rest not just on William's shoulders, but on the positive legacy Harry has created. In a world that demands more than bloodline, character, and positive action, our king.
And that wraps our daily diaries updates. Harry and Meghan always keep the world talking. And if you enjoy this update, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and for more royalty subbed with honesty, just right here on Daily Diaries Friday. Till next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep shining. See you next time with more royal news and good vibe. Bye bye.